What's up, guys? And today I'm going to be comparing the No Way Home Far From Home version of the suit compared to the Far From Home version of the suit. Man, those titles are so... The MCU Spider-Man 3 suit versus the MCU Spider-Man 2 suit. It's so much easier. Now, as you saw in the thumbnail, yes, this dude has got what looks to be mold on him, so let's just get that out of the way right off the bat. Alright, I've upped the brightness a lot, and then let's go and zoom in, and as you can see, I don't know about you guys, but that looks like potential mold. Now, the only other option I'm thinking it could be is that like it might be like some foam, and maybe there was some glue there and somebody touched it with whatever foam was, a foam glove or whatever, and that's just, you know, the foam that ripped off the glove. But I mean, I'm not sure, and personally I don't feel like unleashing the potential next zombie apocalypse, or actually that would be the first zombie apocalypse at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna keep them in package, and I'm just gonna return them because I definitely don't want to open this up because who knows what that is. But he is in clear packaging, so I don't see why we can't still compare them. Alright, here they are close up and side by side. Now you may think he's shorter, but they're actually the same size. He's just kind of raised in his package. As you can see, they're the same size. Now some of you may have noticed the difference already, but those of you who haven't, look at the belt and then look at the spider symbol, and then I'll get closer and you can see that the texture on the actual torso of the suit is actually different between the two, and that is actually the only major difference between the two. The head sculpt, arms, and legs look to be exactly the same, although the head does look like it's a little bit shinier on this one, so they might have shined up the plastic. This one seems a little bit more flat, or it could just be the difference between different units and all that stuff. But yeah, let's go and take a closer look at those differences. All right, here is a closer look at the torso, and as you can see, the spider symbol is different compared to the other one here. As you can see, this one is much smaller, this is much bigger, and then the belt is very much different. He has a little point there now, and he also doesn't have those black spots. Now this suit is actually accurate to the Far From Home MCU Spider-Man 2 film, so it looks like he did do some changes in between, you know, MCU 2 Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, so that's kind of interesting. They have reason to make a new suit, I guess. And then if you notice here, you can see the glimmer of the lighthouse kind of shining there. They made that more accurate to the movie now, as opposed to this one that was, it's a little bit less, you know, line stringy, as you can see. It's more just a one piece of texture, and that has more defined lines. And then the texture down here on his, you know, groin area right there, you see how that kind of has a diamond vertical pattern. This one is a diamond horizontal pattern. So that is another difference there, and that is pretty much the only differences I can see when it comes to the torso. I can't see the back, obviously, because, you know, I'd have to open them and unleash the zombie apocalypse, so we'll just have to say that it's probably slightly different, because the only thing they seem to have changed is just the torso. And then when it comes to the head, they look to be the exact same sculpt. They have the same eyes, they got the same curvature with the mouth and stuff, and the chin, so it looks like they are the same. This just, I don't know, this seems ever so slightly glossier, but it could just be, you know, the difference between units as opposed to them actually making it glossier. And when it comes to the legs, there's nothing different as well, as you can see. So it's just the torso that they changed. And then of course you get the accessory gears as well, which is different to him, but honestly I don't think it's really worth paying another $13 just to get that thing and what looks like a Sandman extended hand there. Here is the back too, in case you guys are interested in that. As you can see, Spider-Man gears up in his new black and red suit. I guess it is new in a sense. And then there's the UPC, in case you needed that. And I believe it is because of that one difference in the torso and the belt, which is why this one just says, you know, Spider-Man, while this actually has, as you can see, the Mysterio inspired by the Far From Home movie. So I'm taking a guess he's probably going to be exactly the same. We'll find out when I compare him to the other one. This one actually has slight difference, and thus he does not have the inspired by. And since he is the same size overall and everything aside from the slight difference in the torso, I'm going to take a guess that the accessory pieces still fit on him, which they do. And here he is sporting the web gear that came with the other new, actual new spider dudes right there. So there's something in case you were wondering if the accessories fit. And to do a few comparisons, here he is once again with the new spider people directly in line. As you can see, they are pretty much the same size. He's just a tad bit taller And just for fun, here is the Far From Home Mysterio, which could potentially be the exact same as that one. We will see. Oh, and I finally found my Avengers basic figure Iron Man there, so there he is next to that. And finally, here he is next to Hero Vision, Iron Spider, Spider Monk, I always call him Spider Monkey, and then the Doctor Strange from Infinity War, and the Avengers game Kamala Khan. Well guys, that has been the comparison between the MCU Spider-Man 3 and the MCU Spider-Man 2 figures. Pretty simple, short, and straight to the point. Now, would I recommend buying him? Well, if you don't have him, then why not? There's no reason not to. But if you already do have him, then honestly, you just have to ask yourself if the torso difference and the accessories are really worth the $13, because for the same price, you can get him or him. But anyways, stay tuned next to see if this Mysterio is mysteriously any different from this one. I'm starting to think that they're not, actually. So yeah, that might just be a very short video. But until then, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.